Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good day, ladies and gentlemen, honorable judges, and my fellow aspiring leaders. It is a privilege to stand here today, and before I begin, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Nayla Marinlee Auramadina, and I'm a proud student of Regional Literature for Javanese Studies at the Faculty of Humanities of University of Indonesia. The title of my speech is Roots and Wings, Speaking to the World Without Actually Losing Ourselves. Well, let me take you back for a moment when I was a child. My nights were filled with soft murmurs of my grandmother's voice, reciting old Javanese proverbs like lullabies. My mornings, well, it was filled with laughter and games in the streets of Bandung, where I spoke Sundanese very naturally as breathing. Two languages, two cultures spoken with love long before I ever learned how to say skibbity in English. Then my life changed. I moved to the United States as an elementary school student, following my mother's steps as she pursued her doctoral degree in international relations. She spoke English, French, and Indonesian, but yet everywhere she went, she proudly said that she's Indonesian. And that pride never left me. It inspired me to major in Sastra Daerah untuk Sastra Jawa at Universitas Indonesia, a program that does not just teach literature, but open doors to our rich linguistic history. We study Javanese, Sundanese, Balinese, and even Sanskrit, alongside linguistics, philology, and literature. Why? Well, because I believe if not us, who will preserve these languages? Globalization has made English the key to opportunity. It connects nations, opens academic doors, will fuel careers, and empowers voice on global platforms. But here's the paradox. In mastering language of the world, well, we often forget the language of our soul. Even in my major, where we study traditional text, scripts, and ancient literature, there are only a few of us who can present confidently in English. This isn't about intelligence or ability, it's about access, or exposure, and inequality. So what happens when English becomes symbol of intelligence and local languages are seen as outdated? What happens when students are embarrassed to speak Javanese or Sundanese because they think it makes them less modern? We lose more than just words. We lose culture. We lose memory. We lose lens through which our ancestors viewed the world. Because language is never just a tool. It's a vessel of stories, of emotions, and of truth too deep to translate. I've lived in 2 countries. I've spoken 3 local languages. I've made friends across the world. And you know what I've learned? You don't have to choose. You don't have to give up your roots to fit in. You don't have to give up your roots to fly. You can master English and still whisper Sundanese to your siblings. You can attend international conferences and still recite Javanese poetry at home. You can dream in different languages and still be one whole person. We often talk about more how we need scientists, more engineers, more tech experts, and yes, that is true. But we also need linguists, philologists, teachers, and storytellers. People who protect the very thing that makes us human. Our ability to speak, not just to communicate, but to connect. I'm not here to say, be like me. I'm here to remind you that people like us, like me, like all of us, exist. Multilingual, multicultural, deeply rooted, and open-minded. And we need to be seen. We need to be heard, because the future of our language isn't written in textbooks. It's spoken daily. In our homes, in our jokes, in the lullabies we pass down, and in the conversations we choose to have. You don't have to wait to become a professor or a government official or a language expert to make difference. The biggest change starts small. It starts with a word, a choice, a conversation. It starts with me. It starts with you. It starts with us. So let us be the generation that doesn't just chase the world, but brings our culture with us proudly, intentionally, and without apology. Let us speak English not to erase our identity, but to introduce, to amplify it, to celebrate where we come from. And as we go forward, may we carry these words not just in our minds, but in our actions, our conversations, and our hearts. Remember to prioritize the Indonesian language, preserve regional language, and master foreign languages. Because that is how we move forward with the roots that ground us and wings that carry us. Once again, I am Nayla Marinlee, Auramadina. I thank you for your attention. It has been an honor to speak with you today. I thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.